All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rikakwadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to the hopefully elect, and shalom to all the brothers out here laboring in this truth with sincerity. Shalom to the few sisters that watch. It's coming back with another lesson. Pretty much going into, hey man, the things that are coming. You know, you got the MOTB, you got World War 3. These things are in the news every day, man. You know, if you just look up digital IDs, all kind of information pops up, and it's recent information. You know, not nothing old information. You know, it's new things coming out daily. And speaking of World War 3, man, hey. We see Israel doing all this bombing. Russia's in the news, threatening nukes. Not only Putin, but you have other leaders within Russia, within the Soviet Union, that's threatening nuclear weapons, man. Threatening nuclear strikes. So that's just what we're going to get into today. We were instructed to prophesy, which means, say it beforehand, bring it out before it happens, That's what we're doing. We're filtering the things that's going on in the world through these scriptures, man, which were written aforetime for our learning, And the things that's in the news are not even really news, If you think about it, because Yahweh Shai spoke of these things, man, a long time ago, man, through the prophets, man, But we're just seeing in detailed form what's playing out. So with that being said, we're going to get into these scriptures. We're going to go into the book of Revelation, chapter 19. And we're going to drop down to verse 10, And it says, "And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant, and thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. Worship Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. For the testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy." Spirit of prophecy, so that's the spirit that we coming in, man. You see a lot of guys, or some guys, saying that they coming in the spirit of our Lord Yahweh Shai, but they phonies, man. They're not prophesying. They're only speaking off emotion, not basing what they're saying off the scriptures, and they go out every now and then, speaking of, it's old news, those bug outs. Karath Israel is his old name, but now his name is Karath, son of God, And if you ask me, it should be little g, because he's not worshiping Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But anyway, like I said, that's old news, man. But yeah, man, we're instructed to prophesy, bring out what's going on throughout the world, man, as it relates to the scriptures and as it relates to the elect. We ought to get this word out to the elect first and foremost, man, so that we can get up out of here, and Lord willing, I'm one of those, man, and the rest of the brothers, the sincere brothers out here, man, and just saw a picture of the brother, man. He just had an accident, it looked like a major accident, man, and if Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai wasn't with him at the time, then had a hedge of protection around him at the time, man, it could have been ugly, man. Now his car is totaled. Hey, man, we got to get out of here, But it's all the curses, man. Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai put us through things, to test us, man. But we don't have long here. We don't have long because we seeing what's going on, in the news, man. So, hey, prayers up to that brother, the brother Amawan, hey, man, we all dealing with something, man, but we ain't got long, man. We ain't got long, just Continue to do the will of Yahweh Shemi Shai, man, and we'll be out of here soon, man. So let's continue on in the spirit of prophecy. Matter of fact, I didn't even get it. It's not in the blue letter, it's in the Apocrypha. Let's see. Let's lock it. All right, let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 15, man. And these scriptures are scriptures that we constantly bring out, and the beautiful thing is there's no such thing as as these scriptures getting old, repetitive, none of that, man. It's every time you bring it out, man, it's like the first time you ever brought it out, especially when it comes to prophecy and you see these things playing out. So it's beautiful, man, the water Yahweh Shem Yahushua. So this book of 2nd Ezra chapter 15, and starting from the top, it says, "Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy," in the ears of Yahweh Shem Yahushua's people, or the elect first and foremost, but the Israelites, man, the Israelites and the elect of Israel. It says, "Which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true." And they are written in paper, man, through these scriptures. The holy scriptures says, "Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee, speak against thee." And of course, incredulity goes into unbelief. It says, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness." So, hey, the 2/3 ain't gonna make it, man. The 2/3 are not concerned about digital IDs, digital currencies, the Great Reset, World War III, the MOTB. They're not worried about that, man. They're looking to make a place here in Babylon the Great and continue on, man, throughout. Continue on trying to make a place here, through the struggles, man. They seem to have hope, whether it be in Kamala Harris or Trump. But the men of the Lord, man, are prophesying against this place, man. As it is spoken of in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 28 and verse 8. So let's see. We'll go back and let's go into this article, man. It says digital identity, digital ID. What is digital identity? A digital identity is a collection of data online about a person, business, or piece of technology. So really, it's, even though, it's not, you may think you don't have a digital ID now, but they're constantly tracking you online, like the algorithms, they're listening. You talk about something and that's what's constantly popping up. Or you might buy something or search something, and next thing you know, that's all that pops up in your, whether you're on YouTube or any other form of social media. That's what's constantly popping up. But that's part of the digital identity. It said it is feasible to identify persons or their devices using their unique identifiers and use patterns. It says website owners and advertisers frequently use this data to track and identify users for personalization purposes, as well as to deliver them with content and advertisements that are more relevant to them. So, hey, man, we are already being tracked. We are already being tracked, man. And no matter how small you might think this ministry is, or, brothers in the truth know that this ministry is great going throughout the earth. But to the unbelievers, they seem to think that it's something small. But these people are really tracking us, man. They know us by name. They know everything about us, man. They know our search history. They know when we bring out videos. They're constantly watching, man, So they know, who we are and what we stand for and what we speak about. So, hey, man, we don't have nothing in this place. We're not looking to make a place here. We are looking to usher in the kingdom of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua through this word, coming out. That's what we sit here to do. And it says a digital identity developed naturally as a result of how personal information is used online and the shadow data that the user's online activity produce. It says the pseudo-anonymous profile connected to a device IP address, for instance, or a uniquely created ID are two examples of digital identities. Since users only provide certain information while giving authentication information, digital identities are thought of as contextual in nature. It says data points can be used to create a digital identity include, for instance, username, password, social security number, date of birth, online searches, activities such as electronic transactions. So they even tracking your transactions, and those electronic transactions go into your finances, man. It says your medical history. So they looking at all this stuff. I read another one that it says it's really just what it is compiling information to see the real you, who you are. So, hey, a lot of these people out here, man, are going to be exposed, through digital IDs, as well as the men of the Lord, if you want to consider it being exposed, but it's no secret because we got nothing to hide, man. We're just doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, and trying to repent every day, So, man, we know we're gonna be persecuted, lied on, and we see this now. But, it's gonna become on a greater scale, a greater level when they drop this MOTB, man, and the RFID C-HIP. So we know it's coming. We know what's going to take place. We already know the play before it happens. So we're just patiently waiting and constantly bringing this word out, man. It's hard to keep up with all this information that's going out. Hey, you miss half a day of videos, and it's like you so far behind you can't catch up, man. So, moving on. This is just Salaki. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. So let's see. We'll go back to the scriptures, man. We'll go to the book of Revelation. Stay in the book of Revelation, and we're gonna go to chapter 13, and it's all about that C-HIP, man. First and foremost, that's what's coming. So we're going to drop down to verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And the men of the Lord are not going to worship the image of the beast. So a lot of brothers ain't going to make it up out of here, man. On this side, hey, we ain't going to make it, But that's all the part of doing the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, because our reward is coming, man. Man, look at this place, man. It stinks. The infrastructure is failing. You got disease, you got sickness, ailments. Man, who really want to be here, man? Who really want to make a place here? All right, verse 16, it says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and you got IUIC, you got Wi-Fi talking about it's a spiritual mark, it's sin, which is total nonsense, because if they simply had this application, all they got to do is click, man. Probably three clicks, and you'll have an answer. That's how cold Yahweh Hashem Yahushua is, man. They had these guys blinded, or you just simply using them to be a stumbling block. All right, verse 17, it says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So we know that's the RFID C-HIP. And, when speaking on this digital ID, it also goes into travel, man. If you go through the airport now, you don't even need really much information. Maybe your passport, and then they're going to scan your face. You don't even need no information to get on the plane. They're just going to scan your face, and the plane is going to tell you who you are. So we see the technology advancing. We see where it's heading. And, the men of the Lord are going to stay on top of it, man, until the end. So we're going to continue on. We're going to go into now World War III, man, which is on the brink. We see Lukashenko threatens use of nuclear weapons in World War III, man. Hey, right here, man, and this is today, man. Friday, September 27th. As of 6 a.m. this morning, man, and it's 6 p.m. now. So this was 12 hours ago, threatening World War III and the use of nuclear weapons, man. But you still got people that want to make a place here. It's inevitable that it's going to happen. You know why? Because the Lord ordained it. You can go to the book of Joel chapter 3 and read that. And that's just speaking of the destruction to come, man. All right, so getting into this article, it says the autocratic ruler of the Soviet Union Republic of Belarus, Alexander Lukashenko, has accused NATO of planning an attack on his country and has threatened the use of nuclear weapons. It says an attack on Belarus means World War III, man. So that's how close we are. That's how close we are, man. This time next year, we don't know what might happen. We might be out of here, man. Lord willing. It says the Belarusian president said, according to the state news agency BLTA, during an appearance before students in Minsk, whatever, both Belarus and its close ally Russia would use nuclear weapons in such case, he said. Lukashenko thanked President Vladimir Putin for the recent change to the Russian nuclear doctrine. Man, we almost out of here, man. We almost out of here. And this article goes on, man. But all this goes back to Amalek. It all goes back to Amalek. And matter of fact, we'll get that to Book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. It all goes back to Amalek, man, and prophecy. You got Israel over there just wilding out. Just firing missiles on anybody that they for their soul, for their own purposes, man. It's not even in a matter of defense, because nobody is coming up against them. They're the aggressor, man. So let's go to the book of Jeremiah, chapter 49. And we're going to drop the first 20. It says, therefore hear the counsel of the Lord Yahweh, that he has taken up against Edom. So these are Edomites, Amalekites, the head tribe of Edom. It says, and his purposes that he hath purposed against the inhabitants of Teman. So the Lord is against Teman. And if you go into that word Teman, it goes into Esau, Edom. It's a land, it was an Edomite. So it goes into Esau, Edom, if you go into it, just simply, just go into that, to the word. It says, surely the least of the flock shall draw them out. The least of the flock, man, are the Amalekites. Amalek, it's going to draw all the nations out to World War III, man. Allies, the United States, NATO, the beast. Says surely he will make their inhabitants desolate with them. So the Lord is not with them. These people that profess to be the people, are clearly not The people are struggling, in the valley of the shadow of death. Babylon the Great, were brought over here on slave ships, and are still at the bottom to this day, man. So, this was just a lesson, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Had to find a peaceful place, even though it ain't peaceful. You got a whole bunch of cars, a whole lot of noise. But regardless of that, man, the word got to come out. So, with that being said, we want to constantly give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Rekakwadash. Shalom.